sides have taken this competition by storm. The Blues, the Waratahs and the Highlanders, of course, are collectively creaming everyone in this Super Rugby competition. 35 wins from their matches so far and just one loss. These three are the teams to beat, and whenever these sides will possibly meet, it will be at some stage. It sets up a mouth-watering prospect for all the rugby fans out there. Hello everyone and welcome along to Cornflakes Group, your home of Rugby Challenge 2 and the Highlanders' career in the Super 15 competition. We'll be taking a look at the standings, and we've noticed that three sides are head and shoulders above everyone else as we move into round 15 of the competition. The Highlanders, our team that we have been following over the last few seasons, are one of those sides. They've built beautifully into the situation. They've got a couple of changes coming into today's match. Of course, Robbie Robinson, well, they've been calling out for him to return to the number 10 jumper. Everyone has been saying that he must go back to that fly half position. So he starts there today, and well, has he recaptured his glory form of last year? Will he be able to play all the way through, or will cruel injury once again take it from him? It's in the centres where there's the other big change with Fekitoa getting a start at outside centre. Outside Sonny Bill Williams, possibly a future All Black combination, sitting right there on Highlanders jumpers. It will be Osborne and Stowers, the try-scoring machines on the outside, but interestingly enough, it is the captain at fullback who is sitting second on the try-scoring tally so far this season. If you've been living under a rock and haven't seen the Highlanders out in form much recently, their last two results saw wins over the Rebels and the Crusaders, 19-7 and 24-17 respectively. The tourists coming over from Australia are the Western Force, and their season hasn't been very good, to be fair. They sit fourth in Australia with a 3-win, 9-loss record, and one would imagine that things are not going to get much better for them here tonight. Their last two results, both losses to the Reds and the Crusaders, 40 points to 10 and 42 points to 15, respectively, from those two matches. A few names here you might notice, especially if you're a Highlanders fan. TJ Ioane, the big number 8, has moved over the Tasman. He is now playing for the Force, but as per usual, it's the big name out on there on the right wing, Cummins. He is going to be their go-to man. Can he lift this team, who have quite a few no-name players brought in? Can he lift them up and topple this giant team at the moment? The Highlanders undefeated 15 rounds into the competition. It is the Force travelling over to Forsyth Bar Stadium to face the Highlanders. All set to get underway here. It'll be Zach Holmes to kick off. And the Force playing in their white and blue. Away strip today. Kicking off to the Highlanders, and Moen plucks that one out, and Robinson has an early touch. That'll be good for him as Alexander switches it beautifully away for Osborne, and a massive shot on Osborne. He just went straight into that tackle from Morahan. Aaron Smith here. Quick ball for Moen. He's offloading the tackle, and he's given it straight away to Holmes. Release. And that's an early loss there for the Highlanders. They'll be disappointed to lose that ball so quickly as they come left side. Mathewson has a bit of a run before finding Tuatara Morrison, Release. Who takes it to ground for the Force. They're just short of halfway. The first football use here. Left side, Noodle. Back in field, good ball to Holmes, and Holmes slips through. Taken down from Sonny Bill Williams. This is a good start for the Force. Mathewson goes short. Ioane, big pass over the top. McCalman playing in the second row, swinging it out to the right side. Oh, great tackle. Morahan up on the line. Release. And just about did enough to get away. Cummins on his shoulder, couldn't find him. Now they swing it to Holmes again. Go-to man here. Holmes really looking to direct the side around. Switching play, going right then left. Now they don't know where they're quite going, as it's the big flanker. Release. Majavuvana, who takes it to ground inside the 10-metre line. Mathewson again, great pass. Another player slipping through. That's Hughes, the big prop, who finds some space. Ioane again. Oh, big shot coming in there on Cottrell. They've made their way all the way up to the 22 as Holmes again goes up against Williams. Release. That is a big mistake as they might lose this ball. They will. And they can see it here, the Highlanders, and it will be Robinson who will plant this onto his boot. Very high kick, and into touch, a great touch finder from Robbie Robinson. Well, asking the question here, was he in the 22 or not? Yes, he was, so great kick from Robinson. Luckily, he knew exactly where he was, over halfway, just about to the 10-metre line. Oh, it's a beef, nearly got that. Moen dives on it instead. Great take. Moen at the back, securing possession. Robinson fires a big ball. Fikatoa, numbers of Stowers. Stowers is going to come back in field. Oh, he was looking for Armitage. What went wrong there? Armitage has another go at it, but there's the Force who come away with it. And Charles has found McCalman, and McCalman takes 4 men. Takes a great tackle from Manu to put him down in the Force. Struggling forward here as they break through once again through Tuatara Morrison. Well, he's been the go-to man for them in the midfield, that's for sure. McCalman again takes out a couple on his way through the middle. Dead end play there from the Force, so finally goes to ground. Short ball. Oh, Cottrell gets hammered and driven backwards from the Highlanders. But still the Force come away with the ball. Holmes goes short and jumped on. Great tackle, Retallick. Still ball for the Force. They go back. Oh, and this time Mathewson is smashed. The ball squirts out the back. And that is a super tackle for the Highlanders. Now it's Ioane. Trying to go himself, he gets held up. Cowan goes left side for Dallett, and he gets taken. Gone backwards 20 odd metres. Here have the Force. Just about back at halfway is McCalman. Has a 1-2 go. Now it's Mathewson just about. Oh, slips through Alexander. Beautifully pulls that away. And they swing it quickly out wide. And it's Osborne finding Williams. Williams looking back in field. He finds that Sabith. Big ball. Robinson, oh, straightens up and straight through. Robbie Robinson, there we go, he opens up. Wow, this shifting defence sliding across the field. Robinson, he's that good, he just straightens up and puts the gas on, and he is out of here. Against the run of play there, the Force had a very long time with the ball in hand, and it slips beautifully. What a step. Coming back in, sliding to the right, he just straightens straight through the middle, and there's no chance at all. Let's have a look. It's a big, great pass, and there it was. McCalman, see you later. Mathewson was there as well. No chance. He went straight through the middle of the two of them, and the Force, well, may have had that covered if Robinson had kept shifting, but he held it up, and he's got to try. Well, he's proven all the callers for his position to be reinstated correct already. He nails the conversion. It's 7-0, the Highlanders over the Force. Well, if anyone doubted Robinson, they'll be of the minority, that's for sure. As Zach Holmes will kick us back off underway. 33 minutes gone. It took a long time for the first try, and the Force get it back. McCalman's held on by a foot. He just about got away there. The Highlanders trying to get this ball. It's very slow, but the Force will eventually dedicate even more numbers to get the ball back. Shifting to the left, and Robinson makes a desperate tackle on Zach Holmes again. Ioane. Oh, gives a short one to Jews, and now it's McCalman again. Just held short. Swinging it wide. Oh, good ball back in field. And just about through again. Retallick's got it. Here we go, Robinson. He's through again. Robbie Robinson looking to kick over the top. And here comes Armitage and Williams. Great kick from Robbie Robinson. As Noodle goes back for it. Finds support in Dallett. Dallett gives it to Holmes. And Holmes is kicked away. Ben Smith has it at the back, and Ben Smith will run it. Oh, wow, it's hard to tell who was onside there. As Afoa goes through a little short run. He's a bit isolated here, but the Highlanders' support comes quick enough. Moen puts in that extra little shove at the end. Retallick quickly feeds it to Williams. Across, Nasimanu Fikatoa puts on the gas. Now he's still got Stowers. Stowers looks infield, looks outside. Oh, beautiful step around Dallett. And it's going to be another try. This time it's Sharon Stowers. 45 minutes gone. The Highlanders just love to score tries. 12-0 over the Force. And the Force have really owned a lot of ball in this first half. Fikatoa, how good has he been? He is just one solid little player. And that feed to Stowers, who got his feet going. He twinkled in, he twinkled out, and he twinkled all over them away for the try. Oh, that's a shocking attempt there from Dell at the outside centre. Just took him for pace. Acceleration off the point, just too much. Well, Robinson started it all. He made the bust. He put the kick in the corner, which was just perfectly placed. And it all fared from there. Here's a second shot at goal. Right out in front, no problems for Robinson. And we'll head to half-time with the Highlanders ahead comfortably. 14-0 over the Western Force at half-time. They should well be happy with this scoreline, the Highlanders, because the stats tell what just happened there. The Western Force had a lot of possession, a lot of ball, a lot of territory, and you can tell by that fourth stat down there, 5+ phases. They managed that once, but that just shows only when a team has had a very long period of possession you ever see a stat like that. They had an extraordinarily long set of possession. The Highlanders, though, they're just that good. They can withstand all that pressure. They absorb the pressure, and then when they get that ball, it just explodes back the other way. And they've showed just how that works with 2 fantastic tries over the Western Force. It's 14-0 at half-time. Handling errors, not too much of a problem so far. 4-2. They always come up, as do line breaks, which is 5-2. So I guess the Highlanders won't mind if they keep up line breaks with handling errors. They should win this match in a heartbeat, really. There should be no problem for them if the Western Force can pick themselves up. They need some finishing here. They've got the ball, they've got the possession. They just don't have that ability to finish. That first break, the front foot ball, and the finishing out wide just is not joining up nicely for them. As a result, they're struggling here, as most would have expected, against this top-notch Highlanders outfit. Can they crack up another win here, the Highlanders, and go into round 16 with yet another win and keep up the pace with those other 2 teams who are right behind them? It's 14-0 half-time, the Force trailing the Highlanders. Let's get back down for the second half. Promising signs from that man. Can he keep it up? It's the business end of the season. Robinson resumes the match, going to the left side, and chasing after it is Aaron Smith, who puts in a good tackle on Dallin. Takes him to ground on the 22. Mathewson will have a bit of a run before he looks infield, and nice. Oh, just about losing it, but they're somehow offloaded. Fikatoa gets burned. Oh, so does Ben Smith, and Cummins will go away. He will open up the second half with a fantastic try for the Western Force. Where did that come from? Nowhere at all. Just completely out of the blue. Cummins has scored a fantastic try. He just burnt off Fikatoa, and then Ben Smith fell for the dummy on the inside ball. What we would normally see from him, that's for sure. And then he just had too much, far too much pace for the chasing Patrick Osborne. Oh, horrible efforts there. Fikatoa and Smith just left gasping at thin air. A desperate chase there from Osborne. Not enough. Nick Cummins gets the Force right back in this match. An important conversion here for Zach Holmes as well. He needs this one. It's going to make them a struggle to get back into it. It's a good kick. It's a very good kick from Holmes. And we have a 7-point ball game. It's 14-7. The Highlanders, their lead is cut in half. Just not even 5 minutes into the second half as well. Great start for the Force. Robinson, well, he's back at halfway before he even knows what's happened. And now he goes right side, and Stowers is flying in, but it's nicely taken, and McCalman gets the offload.
Release.
The Highlanders look to throw some numbers into the ruck. Don't come away with it, though. Short pass to Holmes. Oh no, that's a tragic tackle. And Nasi Manu's got 10 in the bin. Instantly from the ref, no thinking about it, is just straight to the yellow card. And the big number 8 is going to be missing in action for 10 minutes. How will this affect the match? Everything going for the Western Force at the moment, as Holmes will kick this one into touch. And it's looking rosy here for the Force. They're looking like the pendulum is changing to their side. As Charles will throw in the line out. Oh, he's going into Retallick. The worst place you could possibly do this. Fikatoa finds himself out wide of some space with Osborne. Osborne slips through over the head to Robinson. And support beautifully. Oh, intercept. Oh, that's one way to just take that play down from the Highlanders, is to grab the intercept and then slowly but retrieve your ball. Here's Dallett. Oh, and now it's back for Arfoa. He's thrown it out the back door. And once again, it's back for the Force. This time, Ben Smith makes no mistake in the tackle. He takes Cummins down. Oh, and look at this from the Highlanders. Oh, big ruck turnover. Where did that come from as well? Aaron Smith for Fikatoa. He goes round the outside. Great tackle. Takes him down. Stowers has to go to ground.
Release.
Couldn't find his way through there at all. Now it's back for Aaron Smith. Robinson. Oh, dodgy pass. Armitage. Armitage is knocked on. The ball squirts out and it finds its way back into the hands of the Force. It's 14-7. As a good little run there. Goes a bit backwards, does Mathewson. And the Highlanders will get it straight back. Wow, this is topsy-turvy stuff as Stowers finds Williams. Fikatoa through a half gap.
Release.
Oh, and look at this from the Force. Just about get that ball back. Aaron Smith goes back to Robinson. Looks like he's lining something up. It is a dreadful attempt at goal. And it will be placed down from Morahan at the back. Well, he had all the time in the world there, Robinson, but he just could not get it right. Holmes will kick off. That's a nice one too. It finds Moen. Oh, Moen's hammered.
Release.
Just taking ball and all there. And the Highlanders again just about can't keep the ball in their hands. Williams cuts him in half. Here we go, Sonny Bill. He's grabbing ahead. It's going for Stowers. Oh, he's just gone short. He's not had any slide at all there. Aaron Smith, short to Retallick. It's a beef once again. No, he's just gone short as well. Well, the Highlanders are throwing the kitchen sink at this one. Robinson, he'll do it himself. It's advantage Highlanders. Offside, I presume, against the Force. And there's the penalty. Morahan, the man offside for the Force. Well, Robinson was playing the role of the forward there. Nasi Manu will come back onto the pitch. And, well, it's a no-brainer here for the Highlanders. They'll go for the shot at goal to give them that over 7-point lead. Could be such an important kick here. Robinson, no mistake, nails the 3, and that could be the difference at the end of the day. It's 17-7, the Highlanders over the Western Force. And here we go with some changes as well. Alexander coming off for Tamiafuna. We also have Holgard coming on for Aaron Smith. And a change with Falau on for Patrick Osborne as well. 3 big changes in this Highlanders team. 8 minutes to go, fresh legs may help them out. Here's Holmes, he'll kick off, 10 in it. As Holgard will take down the kickoff, delivers a big ball wide to Armitage, of all people, the big open sider. Goes sliding through and he's lost the ball, isolated. Advantage to the Highlanders though, we're going back. And it's a forward pass coming from Burns. Where was it? Is that it there?
Crouch.
I'm not convinced at all about that one either. But 5 to go.
Set.
The Highlanders should have this one in the bag. But there's still points to play for. Bonus point for the Force. The scrum looks steady. for the Highlanders. Hogarth, no, it's Nasimanu who takes it off. Here comes Robinson. Williams. Oh, here we go, Israel Folau, but he's taken a good tackle. Coming across Mathewson. Oh, he's turned that over. That was man in that ruck. How has he done that? Holmes gets away from Matu'u. First time we've really seen the hooker in action today. Again, it's the force going through the second row. Burns and finds support. Oh no, another high shot. And this time, Moen going a bit high. Robinson quickly pulls him out of the way, but Holmes has got the ball. Surely they'll tap this. The Force have something to play for. I guess a penalty will get them that bonus point as well, but they want to try. Quite obviously as the tap goes through. And it's Ioane. Mathewson looks left. Dalla changes his mind to the team. And they look to go back in field towards the centre.
Release.
And the Highlanders, well, they might get this ball back as well. What's their mindset going to be? Are they going to play on? They are looking like it. Tamefuna's not going to kick it out. Neither's Retallick. The ball comes away. Folau. Oh, Folau. Big no-arm tackle there. And now it's going to be a Force player in the bin. It's Dillard as well. The outside centre, he's gone. He is out of here. And now the Highlanders have the option. Surely they'll... No! I thought surely they'll kick that out, but no! They're still going on. Afoa holds it up. He goes to ground. A quick ruck forms right beside him. Nasimanu. Oh, here we go. Stowers has got some speed and pace. He looks back in field. Finds Armitage. Moen. Quick hands through the back line of forwards. Now it's Robinson. Robinson's still got a couple with him. He finds Williams. Williams can't do it himself. He's biffed it in field for Hogarth. Afoa. He's gone to ground. Moen right there to help out. The Force might get this back. And yes, they will. Ball back for the Force. And now they look to go through Jews, and he goes to ground. Folau's all over this. Surely a turnover. The Highlanders with numbers. Yes, it's going to come back. Hogarth will say, let me have this. Afoa, Robinson. Flings it out for Williams. Gets it to Feketawa. Oh, massive shot on the outside centre. 95 minutes gone here. We are still going as Hogarth. Spots a little gap close to the ruck. Oh, he's lost the ball though. Quick turnover. And again, Feketawa takes out Juice, who goes for the short run. Off that ruck. One-time play. Now they look to swing it. Good ball. Burns goes wide. Oh, Robinson gets left behind by Holmes as he strinks out of one. He's taken down. Sonny Bill on hand for the second tackle. And the turnover as well. It's the beef. Williams finds no one. Retallick does instead. And Stowers puts on the gas to Feketawa. Matu. Oh, Matu is knocked on. And that will signal the end. Wow, the big hooker involved again. And that will be the end of the match. As valiant as both sides were at trying to get another score, the full-time whistle will go. The subs couldn't impact the way they might have hoped. There will just be 4 points in it for the Highlanders today over a struggling Western Force side, but it was a good performance from the Force. They definitely made the Highlanders play all 80 minutes. A couple of good tries matched up with a penalty, and that got them home. Nick Cummins almost shook the apple cart there when he nearly went in for two. Had to settle for just the one. He was the only try scorer for the Force in the 17-7 scoreline. Holmes had a good match as well, the fly half, getting conversion, but very well he led his team around the park. 17 points for the Highlanders, going to Robinson and Stowers, one apiece, the tries. Robinson with 2 from the kicking tee on conversions, and also nailed a penalty goal as well to give that extra 3, which just gave them that little comfort buffer that they were looking for. The Western Force definitely didn't give up on their game plan. They had possession on their side the whole match, 54, going up another couple of percent from what it was at the half-time break. Territory almost dead even, and both sides guilty of a couple of penalties there. Not too much, a yellow card. Yep, not the best discipline there from either side, but down the bottom there, line breaks 9-5. Both teams threw a little caution to the wind here in this indoor stadium, and it was an entertaining matchup. although the finishing was poor to say the least. 17-7 the final score. The Highlanders over the Western Force in this round 15 Super Rugby match. Let's check out the table. How is that going to affect the Force? They've got no points here from today. The Highlanders will take 4, but they have to check out the Blues, who are right behind them. Missing out on a bonus point, will it cost the Highlanders? So from round 15 and 16, we have a few results coming in here before our next Highlanders match, which is just a mouth-watering prospect already before we even get down there. From round 15, the Crusaders got the win over the Chiefs, the Reds over the Rebels, as we just watched the Highlanders over the Western Force, the Blues. A close one. Oh, well, hold the phone here. The Blues over the Waratahs. Wow, that is a massive result. That means that the Highlanders are the only undefeated team in the competition. Wow, what a match. The Blues 28-22 over the Waratahs, who were 13-0. They had over 60 points. But they've gone down without a bonus point to the Blues, who their only loss was against the Highlanders. Wow. Well, I didn't realise that was against the Waratahs. Big result for the Blues. That's massive. Other results. Let's carry on here. The Sharks thrashing the Cheetahs. Brumbies 10-point win over the Stormers, and the Bulls dealt to the Lions. Well, that makes the Highlanders' next match even bigger. Oh, it's one of the biggest. This is like a grand final already. Round 16 is a couple of matches before I just mind explosion here over the prospect of the next match. The Crusaders downing the Reds, and the Hurricanes dealing to the Western Force, who are having a bit of a bad run here. The standings, we can see the Highlanders are still at the top on 54, 12-0. But the Blues, 51, just 3 points adrift. And the two sides will meet. Well, this is ultimately going to decide the New Zealand Conference, because I don't know if either of these two sides are going to lose for the rest of the season. This is going to be it. The Highlanders, the Blues. Who's it going to be? There's two of your top 6 teams right there. The Crusaders sit third, they're on 34, Hurricanes 31. Bit of a tussle going on between those two there. The Chiefs at the bottom on 25. In South Africa, we can see our third member of the top 6 there, the Sharks. 43 points for them. How remarkable is it, the Sharks, top of South Africa, look at this, have less points than 2 sides in the New Zealand Conference. Phenomenal stuff. The Cheetahs sit second on 22, a bit of a battle going on here for the Stormers and the Bulls, who are on 19 and 17 each. It's the Lions who are down the bottom on 6. The Cheetahs, though, they're going well. I feel like second in South Africa. That's good for them. And this is possibly where we will find qualifier number 4 and 5, the Waratahs and the Reds. The Waratahs guaranteed their first loss. They're on 61 points. They're guaranteed the top spot in Australia. But the Reds, 43 for them. And, well, they'll definitely go through as one of those wildcard qualifiers. The Brumbies 32, Western Force 17, Rebels 11. So at this point, it's that 6th spot that has it all to play for. We go back here to look at the prospect of our next match, Eden Park. Oh, the Garden of Eden, the fortress of Eden Park. It's where the Blues will be at home to face the Highlanders. A huge top of the table clash. But we have some news here. Someone is off on international duty, it seems. Let's check that out. The following player has been selected for Tonga and will not be available to play this weekend. Well, there you go. Fikatoa off to play for Tonga. Who knew? Don't worry about the All Blacks. I'll just play for Tonga, says Malachi. No worries, buddy. So he's unavailable for this week's match. As you can see with a little globe there, he is not available. So we need someone to come in to fill in outside centre. Of course, there's so many options. Ranger there, Ben Smith can come up from fullback. Falau's still in the squad, don't forget about him. Plenty of options, but a big match. We need a big game player against the Blues. So that is me for today. Thank you all for watching. The Highlanders and the Blues, boy, keep an eye out for that one. That'll be coming very soon. It's going to be a massive match. to decide the New Zealand Conference for 2016, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, take care.